Hello all, this is Rhyme with Reddit Rise, coming at you with our latest war. This time we took on the Italian warriors, and I want to highlight a few attacks for you. First one we're going to go to here, as soon as I can find it, is Andrew's attack against their number 7. This is Town Hall 8 against the Town Hall 8. Andrew had a real nice CC kill, and then his hogs had a little bit of trouble as they went on from there. So we're going to look at that, see what he did well in that CC kill, and what he could have improved on to get the 3-star here. So he took out this archer tower here, and found himself a dragon and a loon, and he brought a poison, but he's not going to use it here because it really doesn't do a whole lot to the dragon or the loon. Nicely pulling the dragon only with the minion, give the loon time as he pulls him over to the other side. And then a nice kill squad here. Witches keep the troops distracted, and then some wizards and archers and things to kill it off. I think he maybe could have brought a little bit less here, especially since he had the wizards left in his back pocket, and he could have saved those wizards a little later in the raid. He drops them pretty early. I like to keep a few troops to help me out at the end of the raid, if possible. But here he goes. So he's got that down, and then he's gonna deploy himself an Asian wall of hogs, somewhere around here, and they are gonna path into these 4 here. From there, they're gonna go 3 places, which I think is part of what he had an issue with. Is they're gonna go to the center, they're gonna come over to this wizard tower, and they're gonna go around the edge. And they're going to get kind of separated, and when hogs start to separate like that, they get picked off real easy by spring traps, by the defensive buildings. Part of the strength of the hogs is they take down buildings so fast that they don't take much damage, but if you don't have enough of them grouped, that doesn't happen. So we'll take a look at that, we'll watch that play out. What I do like about this is his CC troops here, his CC kill troops here, are going to be protected. These buildings will go down real fast, and then these are just going to be cleaning up this half of the base for the rest of the raid, which will eventually net him his 2nd star. So nicely done there. Great CC kill, great use of defending your kill squad. And then, but yeah, let's take a look at the hog pathing and then also his heal placements as we go on here. So here comes that Asian wall. Coming in, takes out that front line of defenses. Here at this point, he has 3 groups of hogs. Like we said, he's got one here on the wizard tower that's going to path up to this Tesla. He's got one here that's kind of diving into the core. And he's got one here that's going to go around the base. So ideally, you're going to want 1 or maybe 2 packs of hogs. He's got 3 here, and then he drops a heal here. Remember, I said this pack is going to go to this Tesla because that's the nearest tower. He actually kind of funneled himself away by taking out this archer tower, which is fine. It would be great, but I think that heal would have been better used across the core because then he'd have these 2 groups converging. They'd heal up, and they do a fair amount of work there. Here we go. So he's got that center group that's taking a fair amount of damage. They're getting harassed by some skeletons there. He drops a heal for his upper hogs, which is fine, but his hogs down here, his hogs in the center, are not quite in range of that heal. He does hit the tower, but since the hogs are on the far edge of the tower, that heal doesn't quite make it to them. I think if he'd gotten those hogs healed up, he'd have a very different story at the end of this raid. But let's just see it play out from here. So he's put down everything. What it is what it is. Because those hogs weren't fully healed up, they didn't survive that giant bomb. His top squad has survived pretty well, and will come around, do a little bit more damage. He's got his kill squad coming up in here. We'll take out the core of the base a little bit more. A couple witches. Oh, and you'll also notice he still has his poison at the end of the raid here. A great use for that, if you don't end up needing it for the CC, is to take out the skeleton traps that start wandering around and chasing you down. They're not a huge deal against hogs, but they do cause some frustrations. They do slow you down. Alright, so here we go. So a couple nice things and a couple of things to work on for Andrew there. Nice attack overall. And here we go on to our next one. We're going to look at Lady Nicole's attack on number 6. So Lady Nicole does a very similar attack, although at a Th9 she has to deal with the dragon and the loon, and she's going to try and use the poison on him, and we're going to see why that's not such a great idea here. Is the loon is going to hardly take any damage at all. The dragon, or the loon takes a little bit of damage. The dragon hardly takes any damage at all. She sends in right there. She sends in her golem and she sends in her wall breakers right on top of him. Because of that, you can see there, I'm going to zoom in a little bit, you can see her wall breaker has died there. We'll play just a second forward, and since one of the wall breakers died, she didn't quite make it through. You want to send your wall breakers in a little bit after the golems, and ideally just a little bit to the side of the golem, so that they're not likely to take either the single target because you sent them in too early, or the splash damage because they took stuff that was meant for the golems from wizard towers or mortars. But overall, then she drops a pile of wizards here, maybe a little bit more than was necessary. Wizards deal a fair amount of damage. You could have saved a little bit of that, maybe brought another witch. Here we go. Alright, so that's breaking into the base. They're going to take out the dragon nicely there. Nice funnel. She'll break in here. Sends in a wall breaker or two. Lets them come through. A jump may have been useful here, but this kill squad is getting more than it needed to done. She's going to take out the queen. She's taken out the CC. And took out several buildings as well here. A side note here that is a little bit unrelated to Lady Nicole's attack, because she did a brilliant attack here that resulted in 3 stars. But if you'll take a look, we've got all these defensive buildings kind of all cored up together. And we've also they've got holes in their base right here. So like all these touching buildings with not a whole lot of walls. This would have been a great base to use Valks on. Either just a straight up Valkyrie attack, or a Valkyrie attack with hogs to come in from the backside. Kind of following Lady Nicole's plan here. She could have Valked all of this stuff. Taken a few hogs to take out these top areas. A little bit irrelevant, because again, Lady Nicole's attack was great, finished things out, but just kind of looking at our options on this base. So we'll continue with the raid here. Now, stop here. The queen isn't, or their queen is dead, I think. But so she's taken out what she needs to here with her kill squad. So she's going to start sending in her hogs from the right side here. Notice there's one hog right here. She sent it in to trigger this giant bomb, or maybe to check for it. I didn't see if she had. She'd already known about that from a previous attack. But either way, nicely done in avoiding that with a single hog. She's going to do the same thing here for a giant bomb there. And then those 2 kill squads are going to do a real nice thing, is they're going to take out this kind of core of stuff here. And then travel into the center as one large group. And then she'll send in one more pack of hogs here to take out the top. Shovel a few nicely placed heals, and it's gonna net her the 3-star. So let's kind of watch that play out. I'm not sure there's a lot more to be said after all that. Great job destroying the bottom of the base with her kill squad. Takes out the giant bombs there early. Sends in a good hog army to take out that core. A few hogs along the top to take out those 3-point defenses up there. Nicely placed heal over several defenses. Same thing here. Alright, now I'll pause it one more time here, as we've got all these skeletons up here on the top. These skeletons up there, if she'd saved her poison from earlier. First off, not using the poison would have given her a few seconds more, since it didn't really do a whole lot to the dragon and the loon. And then she could have used it to take out these skeletons at the end of the raid, since she brought the poison anyways. Again, 3 stars, overall, real nice attack. Just a few little things that can help you in the future. And here we go, it's just playing out. At this point, there's not a whole lot of threats left. Last towers are now down, and it's just cleanup. And she came in with this attack with 10 seconds left. Not a huge margin, but she had so many hogs left that it really wasn't a big deal. Yeah, nice work, Lady Nicole. Great 3-star attack. There we go. I got one more attack for you guys today. Oh, cool. We are searching for a new war. I'm going to not cancel that for them. And alright, so we're going to find Adam's attack on number 5 here for our final recap. So Adam here does a couple nice things. As we paused here, you can see he's triggered the one giant bomb on the top left there. He's going to do that again on the bottom right here, another giant bomb. He's going to pre-trigger those. He knew where they were from previous attacks. Just get them out of the way so they're not a danger to him later on in the raid. So here he's going to do a real nice funnel, and he's going to do a couple things that I really, really like. He sent in one golem here. His second one should be deployed there soon. Once we get a few seconds in later, I'll pause it here. But he set one wizard down on each building. So he's got one wizard per building on the edge buildings. These are already dead. He set, approximately one wizard each there. He set his golems pretty far apart here. And then his wall breakers are coming in between the golems, leaving them no chance to be caught by the mortar fire or the wizard tower fire from the others. And the golems are soaking up all the point defense damage. There's basically zero chance those wall breakers will go down before they do what they're meant to do. Real nicely done. And then he leaves these gold mines in the middle up this whole time. They will help draw in his royals here, his queen and his king. So here we go. Wall breakers do their job. Totally safe. And there we go. Queen and king are funneling to the center. Now, as soon as the archer queen is engaged, or even just a little bit before the archer queen is engaged, he's dropping his hogs to make sure he's got lots of time left at the end of the raid. Keep things going down. Now, if you'll watch up here on the right, there's a giant bomb here that I think he didn't expect to have. And so these hogs, this pack of hogs is going to get really low. But Adam keeps his cool. He's not going to throw his heal too early. So let's watch what plays out there. Giant bomb up there. Hogs get real low. I think he may lose one extra hog because of the archer tower fire there. He waits a moment, and that heal is a million times more effective because of it. He lost a few from the spring trap. He lost one or two from the archer tower that he maybe wouldn't have if he jumped his heal right away. But overall, he does a great job there, keeps his cool, and the heal is more effective than it could have been. Now he's dropped a few hogs in from the backside, kind of helping clean up those things. His hogs from the top and the middle coming through. Oh, and right here, I want to touch on this, is there was a lava hound in the CC. Let's zoom in on that. Lava hound in the CC. And that was really... and he chose to just ignore it, which I think was a great choice. For this attack, the hogs are so fast moving. This lava hound has been pounding on the same golem for most of the attack and did basically zero. And so it soaked up a little bit of the archer queen's damage, but that wasn't a big deal because the archer queen got accomplished what she needed to before she locked onto the lava hound. And then, yeah, so just ignored it. Another option for that is One Hive has a video showing using a healer and two archers to basically just distract the lava hound the entire time. You lure it to the side, and the archers fight the lava hound but never die because of the healer. That's another great option. I think this worked well for Adam. It meant he didn't have to do a lure, and he just ignored it. So good choice on that. And here we got almost nothing left. Towers are almost all gone. I think it's only ADs at this point. Nothing left that can hurt the hogs. And it's just cleanup. And I believe, I didn't check how long he had left on this attack, but nicely done. He's going to end up taking the 3-star here. And you'll watch, this lava hound never actually goes down. Oh, popped right there. Never mind. My mistake there. The pups don't die. But nicely done. Lava hound really didn't affect the raid, so it was totally okay to ignore it. Some great funneling there. And great work on the hog deploys. Oh, I forgot to mention, we'll go real fast through this. Zip through, is his hogs he deployed in a clockwise motion. So they're going to take out those top archer towers there, and then he'll keep deploying around the base. There are a couple more, and then there. And he does that so that they all meet up and they take out the most dangerous defenses to the hogs, the point defenses, the cannons and the archer towers, and then they meet up in the middle like we talked about earlier, so that they can all group up, be that strong hog force that that is really the scary part of hogs. And he's left with a ton at the end to do his cleanup. So nice work, Adam. Great attack there. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully this helps you out with your own war attacks. I'd love to see you guys using this in your next fights. Let me know how it's working for you and which things are helping you out in your attacks. Thanks for watching.